Hey, Miss Judy, how are you? What's up, everybody? How you doing? Hope you had a great week.
Besides, the people watching can swipe right.
I can't hear you.
The people that are watching can swipe right on the guarantees thing, so they don't see even though you.
Oh,
see
that's
it.
what it said? Can
No,
we swipe?
no, we can't. But I read it.
Okay. All right. Maybe we can do. Okay. We will leave that alone. I am fine, thank you, Chef. How are you and the fam? The fam as well. Appreciate you. Thank you so much for asking. We're gonna get started in a little bit. Let me actually start the rice. All right. Delivery. All right. Pot is down. We're making rice and peas. We're making oxtail again tonight. Well, not again. You know, we made it, I don't know, a month, maybe. So we're doing round 2. Right? So I have my cooked red beans, red peas, whatever you want to call it. I have my rice and I have my coconut milk. All right, so we're doing rice and peas. All right, we're doing a nice salad. And then we're doing some oxtails, which I have right here. All right, remember when we made these last time? If you were there, you'll remember we rolled these up, steamed them. If you weren't here for the last time we made these, I have this available. If you wanted to check it out, you just got to hit me up and I'll send you the link to get your copy of the video and the recipe. Cool. But in the meantime, we're gonna get our rice ready. Cool. What's up, everybody? Welcome, welcome. Okay, pot. Emma, we missing anything? No. Okay, no problem. All right. So let us add the beans to the pot first. All right. Beans in the pot with the liquid. Okay. And then we're gonna go right in with the rice. Right? Already washed, of course. Okay, very important. Already washed. Now let me get some water for the rice. Actually, so this is the liquid from the gigante beans, aka broad beans, right, that I cooked earlier on. So I'm gonna add some of this. San, what's up? Greetings to you. So I'm gonna add some of that to the rice and then keep the rest for the oxtail later on, okay? So let me get some water. Not too much water because we're adding coconut milk, right? So I'm gonna give this a little stir. See how much liquid we have in here. The goal is to not put too much water in the rice. So this way it actually cooks real nice and loose without getting overcooked. All right, super important. So nice can of coconut milk. All right. We're gonna pour about 3/4 in now. Beautiful. I leave a quarter left. I leave a quarter back. So when the rice is about 90%, 95% cooked, I just finish it with the fresh coconut milk. This way the flavor is even more of that coconut. All right, so we're gonna put that to the side. And in the rice, we're gonna add, crank the flame up because this needs to come to a boil ASAP. I'm gonna add my pimentos, right? Because you can't make rice and peas without pimentos. And pimentos is allspice, right? That's another name for it, right? So there are these little balls right here, all right? These little cute little things. So we're gonna put a few of those in there, all right? Maybe 15, 2, 4, 6, 8, about 20, 15 to 20. All right, then I'm gonna add some Caribbean heat. All right, for that just massive flavor profile. All right, some Caribbean heat in there. And then I'm gonna add some onion powder and garlic powder. There's my nice little spoon.
Perry joined.
Perry?
Yes.
What's up, Perry? How you doing, bro? All right, so we're adding about 2 teaspoons of onion powder and 2 teaspoons of garlic powder. Okay, that's that. Leave that right there. And then I need to get me a whole Scotch bonnet, right? Super, super important. What's up,
Angelia?
Angelia? Miller. We'll say, what's up, Miller? Okay. Scotch bonnets, right? Fresh, just chilling. I hear that. Okay, so we're gonna put one in whole, and then the other one we're gonna just cut half of it and mince it up and throw it in there, right? Because we want a little bit of the heat, but we also want the flavor of the Scotch bonnet, right? So the way we get that, what's up, Jay? The way we get that is by mincing some up. All right, the whole one is only gonna give flavor. It's not gonna give any heat. This minced one is where we're gonna get the heat from. All right, so we add that in.
What are we making today?
So what are we making? We're making coconut rice and peas. What's up, Pasha? We're making coconut rice and peas tonight. And then we're also making some oxtails, right? And you guys know, we made oxtails before. I have 2 logs left right here. Had them in the freezer, of course. So this is the best way to keep them. So now I'm gonna just slice them up and we're gonna use them. All right, what's in the pot? What's up? Let me tell you what's in the pot. All right, rice and peas is in this pot. All right, and then we're gonna get ready to do the jerk oxtails, right?
You made it before, but a lot of your newer followers haven't seen you make this, so you're making it again, right?
Yeah, so we're doing a slightly different situation because last time we made everything from scratch. We had to make the oxtails from scratch, but this time we already have the oxtails, so we don't need to do that entire really long process, right? So put this over here. The next thing we need to add to our rice and peas is some scallions, right? Can't make rice and peas without scallions. Like, No, I have more, but thank you. Yeah, I'm saving it for when the rice is done. People will normally just leave these whole and put them in and take them out, but I like them cut up so you eat them with the rice. You know what I mean? And we can't forget bay leaves, of course. All right, super important. So add some bay leaves in here as well. Right now the rice is all the way up. I'm gonna put in a garlic as well. So what's up, everybody? How we doing? Happy Monday.
What's tomorrow?
You got jokes, Emma. You got jokes. Ladies and gentlemen, tomorrow is my birthday.
Woo!
Yes, tomorrow's my birthday, so we partying tomorrow. All
Starting
right?
tonight.
Yeah, we're starting tonight, according to my daughter. So garlic is in. All right. Now let me get the bay leaves, which are right here. We're gonna do 4 leaves of bay leaves.
Miss Pasha said Happy Monday.
What was that?
She said Happy Monday, I believe it was before.
Happy Monday. Happy Monday to you. All right, so that's ready.
Jay said Happy Birthday.
Appreciate that. Appreciate that, Jay. Thank you so much. Selena, how are you? Welcome. Juicy Red. All right. Okay, so rice is about to boil. Need to make sure we have enough liquid in there. All right. So then the other thing is to cover up the pot, right? Super important. Once this comes to a boil, we want the rice to cook nice and slow. That's the most important thing. All right. So what I'm gonna do is get the pot ready for the steam, right? So the best case scenario is to put the pot on really low fire, right? Super important. This allows the rice to cook nice and evenly without breaking up and getting too starchy. All right. So we're gonna slide that over. We're gonna turn off the fire here. We're gonna add our seasoning, right? So I'm gonna add about 4 bouillon cubes. All right, super important. We're gonna add 4 bouillon cubes, and then we're gonna check for salt. And once we have the salt where it needs to be, because you want to make sure your rice and peas has flavor, right? As well as salt, because all the aromatics and the herbs and all that stuff we're adding will give it really good flavor. But you need some salt in there to just carry it all the way through. You know what I mean? So that's why I'm adding the vegetable Maggi. And then we're going to finish it with some salt. All right. Yeah.
Okay.
All right. 3-4 bouillon cubes crushed and in. And then we go with our salt. And then let's check the seasoning. All right, after we give it a nice little mix, I'll add just a little bit of hot water to this. Okay, that should be good. Let's give this a stir. Smells great. All right, let's see what it tastes like. Make sure we have enough salt in there. Ooh, you can smell the peppers. Delicious. All right. So the rice is nice and seasoned, right? We got a little bit of kick from the Scotch bonnet, right? And then what we're gonna do is put a parchment paper on top, and then we're gonna put a big saute pan on top of it like that, right? That allows it to steam. It's on super low. Then I make sure it's in the center over the eye, so this way it cooks nice and even. Now we can get ready for the oxtail, right? Super important. So with the oxtail, I need to sear it, right? And get some color on it, and then we can work on the salad, right? So.
What gods and goddesses sent to heart?
Appreciate that. Appreciate that. We're gods and goddesses. That's cool. Okay. Look at that. All right. Pre-made oxtail. How cool is that?
Just to be clear, you did make it.
Yes, we did make this from scratch. All right. Appreciate that, Sean. All right. So we're gonna cut these.
Also, Sean also sent 10 chilies.
Ha! Appreciate the chilies, Sean. We are cooking with chilies today, so that's right on schedule.
We're always cooking with chilies.
We're always cooking with chilies. True that. All right. So this is our oxtail. Right. We got the nice layer on the outside. Once this gets liquid, it's gonna gelatinize really nicely. This is our vegan oxtail, Jamin. All right. We made this from scratch. If you want a copy of how to make it with the recipe of the rice and peas, the gravy and all of that, it's available. All right, just send me a message later on.
And yes, it is vegan.
And I'll send you the link. 100% vegan, Jamin. 100% vegan. All right, we got jackfruit in there. We have mushrooms. We have lots of herbs and spices. Right, some really good stuff in there.
100%.
Yes, 100% vegan indeed. All right, so these are cut. So we're just waiting for the pan to get hot. I'm gonna add some oil to it. All right, we want to sear that. Almost forgot. We need to add some thyme to our rice. You can't make Caribbean food without adding some thyme. Like, it's just not possible. You know what I mean? So we're gonna crush up some of that and put it in there.
Thank you.
You're welcome, Emma. Alright, let's get this off the top. Whoops.
Okay, we got some questions, sir.
We got questions?
What oil do you use?
I use extra virgin olive oil.
Heidi Perez sent a heart. Oh, well, I'm sorry, a rose.
Say that again?
Heidi Perez sent a rose.
Thanks, Heidi. Okay.
Oh, that's it. No questions.
Clean up. Okay, oil is getting hot. So what I'm gonna do for the oxtail.
So I'm gonna ask the name of the dish.
We're doing rice and peas, and we're making coconut rice and peas and jerk stew oxtail. All right.
Yeah.
So let's get a plate for our flour. And we got the flour next to you.
Yep.
Let me get a half a cup in here. All right, so we're gonna just lightly dust our vegan oxtail. Appreciate that, Heidi. It is delicious, right? Awesome. Yep, that's good. Okay, so just gonna put these right on top of the flour so we can lightly dust them. All right. Just like that. Okay, and then we're gonna just flip them and get that flour all over. All right, just like that, because the flour is doing a bunch of different things. One, it's gonna help give us a nice crust on the oxtail, and two, it's gonna add to the thickening of the gravy once we add our liquid to the pot. All right.
Someone asked, where can we get the vegan oxtails from?
I made these from scratch, Brown, but I also recorded everything and created a recipe guide and access to the 2 videos. Appreciate that, heart. Thanks, Daniel. So you can get it. Just send me a message, all right? And I'll send you the link to get a copy. Danielle?
Yes.
Yes. What I said, Daniel? Mm-hmm. Danielle. Yes, yes. Okay, oil is nice and hot. We're gonna sear these real quick, all right? Jody, yes, you can definitely get these. Just send me a message.
I thought you seared them last time.
Yeah, that's what I'm doing.
Oh, I thought there was oil in there. My bad.
Yeah, there is oil in here. Last time I seared them in a saute pan, that's all.
I see. Cool. Danielle sent 36 roses. Hey, Dad.
I'm sorry, I can't hear it. Give me a second.
No problem.
Okay, what's that?
So Danielle sent
Link, please. Yeah, just send me a DM and I'll send you the link. Definitely. It's access to 2 videos that we did because it's a 2-day process. So you get all of that. Danielle, appreciate that. All those chilies.
36 roses as well.
Nice. So it's access to 2 videos. So you get the full step-by-step of how to do it. And you get the actual written recipe as a PDF for the gravy, for the oxtail, and for the rice and peas. All right, so definitely make sure you hit me up. Okay, so these are seared. All right, I'm gonna get them out of here. the last 5 pieces. Block is hot. Okay. Let's let that sear. Appreciate the questions. So the rice and peas is working. It's steaming in the back nice and slow. Oh, pasta, huh? Yeah, we do some amazing pasta. Last week we did a mushroom pasta that was killer. All right? Your kitchen is beautiful. Miss D, thank you so much. I appreciate that. My wife's looking at me like, I told you so. But I didn't argue. Like, I knew the kitchen was going to be pretty. All right. Let's get these seared up real good because the flour is getting nice and brown. Okay, take these out. Gonna get rid of some of this.
Virtuous woman said we love your wife.
Woo, what was that?
Virtuous woman said we love your wife.
Ah, thank you. You hear that, Jane?
What?
They love you.
Oh, wow.
Oh, wow.
Thank you, guys.
Good.
Love you, too.
Aw. Okay, so what I did was I wiped out the pot because some of the flour that came off of it started to get too dark, and we don't want to leave that in the pot while we make the actual gravy, right? So if you put your oxtail in as you're searing it and too much flour comes off, you'll end up getting, cooking it really, really, really dark. So you want to just kind of wipe out the pan. You don't want to rinse it. You want to just wipe it out so you can keep that flavor that's in there, right? So we're going to put this back on the fire over a medium flame. All right, we're going to add some fresh oil in here so we can saute our aromatics and get everything going real nice. So by aromatics, I mean my garlic and my onions. All right, super, super important.
Monica said, what kind of oil?
I use extra virgin olive oil. That's one of my favorites, right? Either that or I do avocado oil. All right, so let me just peel this onion real quick like. Okay, onions peeled. Get rid of that. And then we're gonna turn this down. We don't want it to get too hot too quick. Okay, I like tiny onions. Yeah, I don't like big chunky onions. So I'm gonna mince this up. All right, mince this up real good, and then we're gonna go right into the garlic. And as this is cooking, we can work on the garlic. Okay, onion is ready. Say that again? I can't hear you, sweetheart. Yeah.
Okay.
Okay, onions are in.
I'm gonna ask if you got the cabinets painted.
I did. Yeah, we got them painted. The original color was a dark like oak. We got tired of that, so we decided to paint it gray because that's the aesthetics of the house. Our sofas are gray. I guess that's the only thing that's gray. Well, no, some of our paintings are gray, and we did the paintings ourselves. So, we figure we'd keep everything kind of the same. Ever try brown cabbage? Elaborate. What do you mean by brown cabbage? Because I cook lots of cabbage. Hold on, Emma.
Sorry about that.
Brown cabbage with onion, brown sugar. Yes. It's delicious. It's delicious. I take it a step further after I do that, and I sprinkle on some spices on it. But yeah, I love that combo. That's pretty delicious. Okay, so garlic and onion is going. All right, we're gonna let that caramelize. All right, very important. We want this to get color. All right, we don't want it to burn, but we want it to get color. Okay. Okay, so that's ready. So lightly caramelized. Never had cabbage with brown sugar. Yeah, it's pretty awesome. It caramelizes. It helps. Cabbage on its own will caramelize really nicely, but the sugar adds to that. It also gives it really nice flavor.
Makes a difference, Rob.
Hello, chef. To you and your beautiful daughter, I make sure I cut my vegetables up. To me, now it makes
probably sense.
Yeah, it definitely makes sense. I love cutting my vegetables out small. Yeah, it's kind of sweet and sour. Yeah, Monica, you said it. Cabbage is an amazing thing, and you can do it where it's like a steak. You know what I mean? So you cut it really nice and thick, or even do wedges, and then just kind of marinate it. Sometimes what I'll do is I'll take like one of my seasoning mixes, like my smoked salt or my flavor maker, which is like smoked paprika, celery salt, things like that. A little bit of garlic powder, onion powder, salt. I'll sprinkle that on the cabbage between the layers and then grill it really well. And then after it's about 90% cooked, I will then just kind of drizzle on like some sweet soy sauce or like a mixture of sesame oil, soy sauce, hoisin sauce, oyster sauce. Like the flavor is ridiculous. All right. So, whew, that was delicious. Okay. Aromatics are caramelized, right? So we're gonna put this back on the fire. And then now what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna add my seasonings. So I'm adding some jerk rub, okay? And the reason I'm adding this in now is because the oil is gonna allow the flavors to kind of permeate and just distribute very evenly. So this way the flavor is everywhere, all right? So we add our jerk in. And then we're gonna add some Caribbean seasoning in here as well. Put that to the side, and then we're gonna just give this a stir. All right, we're gonna stir this up so we can make sure that the oil gets into all of the dry spices and the herbs. You can smell the allspice. You get all that delicious flavor. Really, really amazing. All right. So now what we're gonna do is we're going to add our liquids. So I have the leftover peas, the beans, the liquid from the beans. We're gonna add this. Hello, your kitchen is so pretty. Appreciate that, Mela. So we're gonna add the leftover liquid from the beans, right? These are the gigante beans, right? So that's in. And then I have my own vegetable broth right here.
Oh, wow.
Love your collection of spices. One company is changing there. Let's see. Appreciate that. Thank you. I'll keep that. I'll make a note of that. So my own vegetable broth, right? Really, you can see how rich it is, right? So we're gonna add this into our pot.
Jim Fox says hi.
Huh?
Somebody says hi, Jim Fox.
What's up, Fox? Okay, we're gonna bring this up to a boil. So we're gonna crank that all the way up. Make sure I rinse out.
Bussy.
The chilies. My goodness, I love it. All right, so we're gonna bring this up to a boil. Thank you, Emma.
Okay.
All right, we're gonna bring that up to a boil. We're gonna check seasoning. All right, rice is still going good. We have a couple more minutes before we add our coconut milk to the rice.
Christine says, hello, chef.
What's up, Christine? How you doing? Welcome, welcome. Okay, where we at? We got that. Okay, let's add the rest of the seasonings to our delicious gravy. All right, so garlic powder.
Monica asked what you're making.
Monica, what's up, Monica? We're making rice and peas, coconut rice and peas, and we're also making craving jerk oxtail. All right, that's what we're making. All the good stuff. Alrighty. Add a pinch. Where is my seasoning? Caribbean heat. We already have that in there. A pinch of curry, just a touch. Alright. Boom. Okay, we're good to go. We got everything we need in the pot. So we're gonna just let that come to a boil. And I'm gonna add a little bit of water to it, because the vegetable broth is really potent, so we don't have to worry about diluting it, right? So we're gonna add a little bit of water. Okay, let that come to a boil. And in the meantime, we're gonna add the rest of veggies.
Monica said, oh wow, I'll be right there. Keep it hot, and it'll take me a few hours to get there from Arizona.
Ah, Arizona, nice. Since you're in Arizona, Monica, you need to check out a restaurant called Kambara or Tia Carmen, right? I helped open those with a chef friend of mine. They're amazing restaurants. One of them, Tia Carmen, is Southwest food, and Kambara is Asian food, right? So they have really amazing stir fries, fried rice, things like that. Like, you definitely want to check it out. It's in the Marriott or Hyatt? It's in the Marriott, yes. So, yeah.
Hey, Dad.
And if you're there, make sure, nice, Asian, yes. Ask for Chef Stephanie. Tell her Chef Ed sent you. All right, she'll be happy to see you. Cool? Alrighty. She's the executive chef. So she runs the rest. She runs the kitchen at Kambara. It's like one of the best. It's voted one of the best restaurants in Phoenix, like hands down. Yes, it's in Phoenix.
Someone said cool kitchen, nice tile.
Oh, appreciate that. Thank you so much. We getting so many compliments on the kitchens. It's nice. All right. So carrots are going into our delicious veggie broth situation, right? The beans are already cooked, right? You gotta be smart. You gotta cook your gigante, broad beans, whatever you want to call it, depending on where you're from. But you want to cook these ahead of time, so this way they don't, take too long when you're cooking your actual food. Do I have a restaurant? No, I just help people open up restaurants. All right? Yeah, Monica, I just help people open up restaurants. Ty, what's up? How you doing? So if you know anybody that needs help opening a restaurant, tell them to hit me up. All right? People bring me in to create systems for their restaurant, to train the staff, teach people how to cook on a wok. It just really depends on the type of restaurant and the needs of the owner, right? But yeah, that's what I do. Well, one of the things I do anyway. So we got our broth working, right, for the gravy. We're gonna season it once it comes to a boil. I'm gonna add just a pinch of salt in right now.
Ty said doing good, man. How about you?
Amazing. Thank you. And of course, you can make I'm moving to Florida, want to open homestyle restaurant. Oh, nice, Monica. That's awesome. Florida, that's a nice place to open up a restaurant. Hit me up if you need help. Like, I help with menu consulting, recipe development, all that stuff. It's what I do. Front of the house, back of the house, you name it. Layout of the kitchen, all that stuff I do. All right. Monica, I can definitely help. Yeah, of course. Send me a message. I'm literally about to go open up a restaurant in October in Texas in one of the Marriotts. So this is what I do for a living, right? Like I literally help people open up restaurants. with systems, creating ordering sheets, all that stuff, working with the vendors, etc., etc. Yaya from California, what's up? We in Georgia. So you can't do Caribbean food without some browning, right? Like this is what they use to give the color and the flavor, right? So we're definitely gonna add a little bit of this in here because this is what gives us that nice rich brown color, hence the name browning, right? And if you're from the Caribbean, there's a song about browning, right?
There is?
Yes, there's definitely a song about browning.
Wow.
Georgia, my uncle is in Brunswick. Nice. That's what's up, Monica. Yeah, we in Atlanta for sure. And keep me posted, man. Yeah, whatever stage you're in, I can definitely meet you there and help you move forward with it, right? So don't be afraid to reach out. I got you. Okay, let's get some bouillon cubes for our saucy sauce. All right. And then we're gonna work on our salad. We have to have a salad, people. Yeah, Monica, I look forward to it. We gotta have a salad. So today's salad is a mixture of broccoli sprouts, baby spinach, iceberg lettuce, right? Cucumbers, a yellow bell pepper, purple cabbage, and some fresh onions. I just added you. Cool. Awesome. And then, of course, our dressing. We have some leftover creamy dressing that we made the other day. So we're going to be using that. Okay, my gravy is boiling, so I just turned it down. All right, let's break this up. Add this. I think it's time to check the rice because it just said to me, hello, don't forget about me. Talk soon. I will look you up when I'm there. Cool. Alrighty. Let's check the flavor on our gravy. Okay. Spicy, yes. Salt, we need just a pinch more. Alright?
Monica said looking after my parents right now. She said looking after my parents right now.
Nice. That's cool. I can respect that. Gotta take care of the parents. Alright, a little bit more brown in, and then we're gonna go with a touch of soy. I like adding some extra umami. Alright.
She said talk to you soon.
Alright, Monica, catch you later. And then we're gonna go with a little bit of liquid smoke. Alright, super important. Because we wanna give it that extra oomph without having to cook anything on the grill. You know what I mean?
They're in their 80s.
Oh wow, my dad's 80 something as well. So I understand. I'm in the taxi. Take care. All right, Monica, catch you later. All right, ladies and gentlemen, let's do a quick reset. All right, what's up, everybody? For those of you who are just joining, For those of you who are just joining, welcome. This is the Chef Ed Plant-Based Kitchen Lab, and today we are working on a delicious coconut rice and peas with vegan oxtails. All right, let me show you my magnificent seared vegan oxtails, what they look like. Right, look at that. Delicious, right? Delicious. So we just seared these, right? So these are gonna go right into our gravy. Now, we have our gravy working in the back. I'm gonna turn that down. Our rice is just about ready. Yeah, so what I'm gonna do is, in the beginning, if you joined me earlier on, I said that I reserve about a quarter can of my coconut milk so I can finish. They look amazing. Thank you so much. I appreciate that. All right. Happy Monday to you, Freddie. All right. Georgia is hot today, most definitely. So the quarter can that I have left.
It's Frida.
Oh, Frida. Oh, my bad.
I remember from last time.
Yes, my daughter remembers you. Hi, Frida. So I reserved a quarter can of coconut milk, right, that I like to just pour on top of the rice as a finisher, right? This allows us to give the rice and peas a super delicious
Someone said
coconut flavor.
Someone said I missed the oxtails. We didn't make it today, so you didn't really miss anything.
Yeah, we didn't miss the oxtails. We had it already because we made it a while back and we stored it in the freezer. So today I just sliced it up and seared it. But if you are interested in getting an actual recipe on how to do it, we actually have that available as well. Bless you.
Bless
The
you.
chili's in the air, my bad. So if you want access to the recipe for the vegan oxtails, just hit me up. All right. We have a link that we can send you that you can get it and download and all that good stuff. So gravy is bubbling up real nice. Right now, what we're gonna do is we're going to add our gigante beans and our oxtail because the rice is just about finished, right? And we don't need to cook anything too long because the beans are already done, like they're fully cooked, right? So we're gonna add those beans in. Whoops, made a little mess there. All right, put that over here. We're gonna give this a stir with my spoon. Beautiful. All right. And then we're gonna add in our oxtails. What's up?
No, Virtuous said I promise I want to go vegan soon.
Virtuous. The thing is, you don't have to go vegan, right? You can just be more plant-based, right? And basically, it's just you eating less meat and more vegetables. Once you do that, you're in a good place. You know what I mean? And then slowly you can transition to more vegetables and less and meat, because that's how we did it, right? You know, almost 10 years ago, we literally started just making the portions of meat, seafood, and poultry much smaller, right? So instead of doing like a leg and a thigh and a breast for the chicken, like a whole half a chicken, you know, we did maybe just a breast, or we did maybe just the legs and thighs, right? Or even if normally sometimes you do like a 12-ounce steak, 8-ounce steak, whatever, cut it down to a 6-ounce steak. You know what I mean? What's up, Glam? Long time no see. So the goal is to make your meat, poultry, and seafood portions smaller while doubling up on the vegetables. Once you do that, you're in a great place. And then from there, you just keep building, right? Don't try to just go vegan and just cut out all the meat, all the seafood, all the dairy. Like that's the worst case scenario, right? Like you'll end up going back to it even worse than before. So the goal is to slowly do it and start with breakfast, lunch, or dinner. Don't do all 3 meals, right? So if you do have breakfast, lunch, and dinner every day, you know, cut out meat for breakfast one day, right? Start with one day. You know, don't do all 7 days, right? Pick one day out of the week and just don't do any meat for breakfast or lunch or dinner. And then, you know, keep adding on slowly every day, every week, and go from there. All right. So let's check our seasoning one more time. I turned off the rice because it's ready, I'm sure. And the steam and the heat that's in the pot is going to keep going anyway. So this way we can let that evaporate, the milk just absorb into the rice that we just added. And it's going to just do its thing on its own and be really beautiful, right? So let's just check the seasoning on the gravy. And we should be in a good place. Yep. Okay. We're gonna let that reduce just a little bit before we add the oxtails in, right? You don't want to add the oxtails in too early because the rice paper that we use to wrap the outside, it will get too gelatinous and it'll start to fall off, and you don't want that to happen. Not that there's anything wrong with that, but you want to keep the rice paper wrapped on it so this way you can enjoy the oxtail as you're eating it, right? If everything comes off and you just have the piece of, you know, mixture, then it's still good, but with the rice paper, it just makes it even more enjoyable. Cool? So I'm going to put that to the side and we're going to get the lettuce and the salad ready. All right, so here's my iceberg left over from last week when we did the Vietnamese, you know, fresh spring rolls, right? Those were delicious. We made stuffed spring rolls and they were so good. All right. Let's see how much half gives us. We might not need all of it, but we'll see. right. By the way, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you checking out the shop, I have my vegan breakfast cookbook there. Super delicious items in there for breakfast. All right, so definitely check that out. And anyone getting a copy is going to get a really nice bonus download with some extra recipes for lunch, dinner, and dessert, right? 100% vegan. Okay, so this is our lettuce mix. All right. Do we need to add more lettuce, Emma?
Maybe a little bit more.
A little bit more? Should we do the whole thing?
Yeah.
We're doing the whole thing? All right, we're doing the whole thing. Alrighty. Okay, the whole thing is in. Alrighty. Oh, so let me show you what we have coming up next week. As soon as everything goes through, let me give this a stir first. Okay, looking good. All right, so hopefully by next week we should be all good to go. But I just got these in, right? And these are the first 4 seasonings that we're launching on TikTok. So this is my New Orleans seasoning mix. What's up, Marv? How you doing? And this is my flavor maker. So this is like an all-purpose seasoning. It's gonna be, it's killer, right? So all-purpose seasoning, New Orleans seasoning, right? And then I have my smoky salt. So in here you have mesquite, you have hickory smoke, and then you have sea salt and smoked paprika. So really amazing flavor profiles right here. So anytime you want to add a little bit of smokiness to your fries, your popcorn, you know, anything you're cooking, eggs, you know, your vegan eggs, of course, not regular eggs, right? You use something like this, or even the flavor maker. And then of course, Chinatown, because I'm always doing Asian food. So I figure we go with this one first, right? So this would be the equivalent to like a 5 spice, but on a completely different level. All right, so these are gonna be in the shop real soon, so make sure you look out for these. All right, I'm really excited about those. So back to our regular scheduled program. All right, we got our lettuce mix. All right, we're good. All the greens are in here. We have spinach, we have sprouts, we have iceberg lettuce, and then what we're gonna add, I'm gonna add in my oxtail now, all right? Because this is where it needs to be. So slowly adding in the oxtail, vegan oxtail, all right? And we're gonna let this simmer. We don't want it to boil too rapidly because that's gonna also move the rice paper too much, and we don't wanna do that, all right? So, pepper for our salad. Get rid of these seeds. Okay.
Don said, I love your kitchen.
Thank you. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. All right, peppers are in. All right, nice yellow peppers. And then we're gonna go with our cabbage. I'm gonna use my serrated knife for this one. Okay, just wanna loosen it up, right? So we don't have big chunks of cabbage in the lettuce. All right, super colorful, right? That's the goal when we're cooking, all right? Because remember, people eat with their eyes, right? So it's super important to make sure your food looks just as good. And there's just something about purple cabbage in your lettuce mix that just makes it look like something you bought from the store. You know what I mean? So I always opt in for purple lettuce, purple cabbage in my lettuce. All right, so this is what we're looking at right here. Cool. So we got that. I'm gonna get my cucumbers ready. Let me give this a stir. Okay, beans are looking good. Carrots are good. Veggies, everything is looking nice. We got lots of broth. All right, we like gravy, so we made sure we added lots of gravy in there. Let me put this right here. And then let's get the scallions and the herbs ready. All right, very important. So for my rice, we're gonna do scallions, right? We're gonna do our scallions.
That's really good.
Thank you. Okay. So this is gonna go right on top of the rice right now, because the rice is done. All right. Let me show you what the rice looks like. Looks beautiful. Let me add this first so I can use the board. What's up? What's up, Pasha? Chocolate chef, are you from Guyana? I am not, but my family is. My family is Guyanese for sure. You hear my accent? I lived in Guyana though, when I was much younger. I grew up in Guyana, I grew up in Ansgrove, and I also lived in Georgetown for a while. So, very familiar. But ladies and gentlemen, check out this beautiful looking rice and peas. Look at that.
Are you good?
Right? I'm good, sweetheart. Thank you. Right? So you see the scallions right on top. You see the Scotch bonnet in the corner there, right? How are you? I am well. I am well. Samra, welcome, welcome. So the other key to making good rice is after the rice is cooked, you want to fluff it, right? Super important. And you want to make sure that you fluff it properly. If I can find my fluffer. Here we go. So many tools, so little time. All right, so something like this, because there's a big pot, right? If you have a smaller pot, then you can use a regular fork. Okay, I'm from Western World, over the river. Nice, chocolate, that's what's up. Welcome, welcome. So, see, we're fluffing the rice, right? Look how beautiful that is. Nice and loose, right? Oh my goodness. Amazing, amazing, right? Amazing. That's it. We fluff it, and then we put it back, and we just let it sit and do its thing. Simple as that, right? We don't want to play with it too much because that's going to break up the rice. It's going to make it mushy. We don't want none of that, right? So we're gonna put this back on the fire. I'm gonna put my pot on top of it. Rice is done. The oxtail is pretty much done at this point because it's fully cooked because we steamed it to make it, right? Who will clean the kitchen after dinner? A virtuous woman. That's funny. I get the kitchen cleaning process started, and then my oldest, Emma, she loves cleaning, so she finishes the job. All right. Yeah, so that's what we're doing. So cucumbers for the salad, right? We actually got these from the farmer's market yesterday. All right. So I'm gonna just peel these like this. Cucumbers from the farmer's market are the only time I'll eat cucumber skin, right? The cucumbers from the supermarket, unfortunately, is covered in wax, and there's no getting that wax off. So it's like, I peel them always completely. But farmer's market cucumbers, there's never any wax. So I do it like this just so it looks cool when you cut the cucumbers, right? What's on the menu? Let me tell you, Kelly, let me tell you, Kels. We have coconut rice and peas, We have coconut rice and peas, and we have a jerk oxtail. Sweet. Wow, these are so good. Okay. Oxtail is done. So we're gonna turn it off. Just like that. The gravy's nice and thick. So the last thing for our salad is some more herbs. Sounds delicious. Appreciate that, Kels. Your knife skills is impeccable. Thank you. Chocolate, thank you. It's 30 years in the making, my knife skills, but I appreciate that. So for my salad, I love doing fresh herbs because it adds an extra level of flavor that you don't expect, right? So for today's herbs, we're doing fresh dill, all right, which is so good in lettuce, in a salad. And then we're doing cilantro. So what I'm gonna do is, because it's a salad, I don't want too much of the stems. So I'm going to cut off the stems. We're gonna leave the leaves for the salad, and the stems we're gonna actually add to the rice. Right? So this is gonna bring out even more floral notes and just overall a real nice flavor to the rice. All right. Now, of course, is this traditional Caribbean? No, it's not by any means, but that's okay. Cooking is okay to break the rules, right? Yes, sweetheart. Blake.
Thank you.
No problem.
Lady Deanna.
I have to think for a minute. Oh,
Yeah.
that's right.
I ordered the.
I know, right? Okay, wait a minute.
No, okay, that's what I thought.
You have me worried for a second.
Sorry about that.
No, all good. So stems are in. I'm making you hungry. Sorry about that. I'm just showing the people how delicious plant-based food can be, So I guess we're doing a good job if you're getting hungry. So cilantro in our delicious salad mix. All right. Get all of those in there. So that's in. And then, of course, the dill. With the dill, you don't want the big stems. All right. So we're going to get rid of the big stems. All right. If we were doing like a nice garlic dill potato, which we might do tomorrow, right? I don't know what we're doing for my birthday. Emma likes mashed potatoes or baked potatoes. So I don't know if we'll see. I mean, it's my birthday, so I don't know.
I know it's your birthday, but
why I'm taking special orders, special requests.
because we never do mashed potatoes.
It's just it's mashed potatoes. But all right, we'll see.
We'll see.
Happy birthday. Thank you, Virtuous. Appreciate that. All right. We're going to turn up tonight. Yeah. I'm going to be in bed by like 9 o'clock. I'm going to turn up. I don't know. Hopefully not. I mean, I'll try and stay up.
Watch a movie.
We'll see. We'll see. It is Monday, so I don't know. But I'm excited, nevertheless. All right. So we want to pick off, right? We want to get the very fine stems for the dill, right? I'm telling you, if you have never tried dill in your salad mix, it's a beautiful thing. It's so nice, right? So nice. So yeah, this is what we're doing here. We're just getting the very fine pieces of the dill. All right, you want to make sure that it's all copacetic. All right. Appreciate that. Thank you. Okay, that's done. Boom. Okay, so we have the dill. I'm gonna just run my knife through this, give it a real quick chop, nothing fancy. All right. This way the dill can evenly be distributed in the salad once we give it a mix. All right. And the smell of dill, it's it's heavenly.
When you smell dill, you automatically smell everything that's associated with it. Like you would smell pickles.
Pickles.
You would smell like, I don't know, like a dill mayonnaise or something like that.
Yes.
Or like
That's
mashed potatoes.
how pronounced the dill is, right? It immediately takes you to the dishes you have had with dill before.
Yes.
Right? Good job, young Padawan.
Oh, thank you.
You're so welcome. Okay, ladies and gentlemen.
Like
So good.
chips.
It is like chips. Cucumber chips. It's so sweet. Mashed potatoes. Yeah, Pasha.
They're delicious.
Mashed taters. We might be doing taters tomorrow. I don't know yet. We'll see. I don't know what we're doing tomorrow, honestly. That's tricky. I really have no idea. Maybe we're gonna roast a whole cauliflower. I don't know. I really don't know what we're doing tomorrow. I know I want it to be delicious. Maybe some curry cabbage. But we did curry yesterday. It was so good. So I don't know. Curry again. But I love curry. I love curry so much. I went to India like 4 times. You know what I mean? Granted, I didn't go just for the curry, but it was an easy reason, a nice excuse to go to India because, when you're there, you get curry for breakfast, get curry for lunch, curry for dinner if you want. Like, there's plenty of curry to go around, right? So, let's do this. We have our dressing, but mommy just left. What are we gonna do if we dress the salad now? I'm doing curry tomorrow. Oh, nice, Pasha. What kind of curry are you doing tomorrow? Let me know. Tell me. What's up, Manny? How you doing? I appreciate that, Manny. Appreciate that. Thank you so much. Yeah, curry tomorrow. That sounds awesome, Pasha. What are you putting in the curry? Let me know. Oh, maybe we'll do falafels tomorrow.
Ooh.
Right? We have falafel. We have the mix. Lentils and white beans. Ooh, fancy. I love it. It's so crunchy, so.
You ate another one?
Uh-huh.
You had a cucumber, another one?
Yeah.
Oh.
I sure did. A little bit of salt. All right, not too much, because our dressing has salt. So just a little bit, maybe a teaspoon. All right, a teaspoon. See what it tastes like. And then we're still going some fresh cracked black pepper. All right, freshly cracked. All right, ladies and gentlemen, for those of you who like cooking with black pepper, buy a pepper mill. Get yourself a pepper mill. It doesn't have to be like this, but get yourself a pepper mill. It could look like this, or it could look like this, right?
I thought that was like a household item.
Yeah, I mean, and buy some peppercorns, right? When you buy store-bought black pepper that's already grind, it's not the same flavor. Like, you're missing out on a really beautiful tasting black pepper, right? So crack it yourself and it's 10 times better. Miss Judy, what are you do cauliflower with curry tomorrow? Ooh, cauliflower and curry. I literally did that yesterday. I need one. I have peppercorns. Yeah, Pasha, get a pepper mill, man. I'm telling you, it's night and day. That store-bought ground pepper, it's like dust. You know what I mean? Like, it tastes like nothing because it's just sitting there. All the essential oils have gone and dissipated. Like, it's nothing. But when you freshly crack it, you smell the aromas of the black pepper, you taste it, it's 10 times better. 10 times better. All right? I also make a good lemon pepper salmon. Okay, Manny, that's cool. Lemon pepper, yeah, you can even make fresh lemon pepper, right? Use freshly cracked black pepper. I'm telling you, it's a world of difference. All right, let me show you what the cooked oxtail and gravy looks like, because wifey just stepped out. So actually what I'll do is I'll just serve the kiddies. Where is little man? We need to have the table ready. All right, is the table ready? We need to make sure the table is ready. Just crack pepper on my salad. Yeah, Mark, that's what I'm talking about. There's nothing like freshly cracked black pepper. Nothing. Barry Manilow pasta. Yeah, buddy. I love it. Okay, so let me hot. Okay, we're good. Gravy is sticking up real nice. Let me get a good spoon so I can show you what we're working with. Snagglepuss even.
Someone said I have a pink salt grinder and a pepper grinder.
Ooh, pink salt grinder
We
and a
had
pepper
one,
grinder.
remember?
Yeah, we sure did. You fancy. I like it. I like it. Okay. Let's pull up our delicious oxtails. All right. Stir, stir, stir. All right. Whoopsie daisy. So you see? Look at that. Nice and glazed. You see the rice paper, right? Beautiful. So this is what we're working with. I never had oxtail. Ah, Manny. Oxtail is the business, my friend. The business. The bee's knees. All right, it's the bee's knees. All right, we need bowls over her.
Dad, while you're over there, could you get some paper towels, please? For Ed.
There you go, sir. Need another one or you good? Here you are. Vámonos, muchacho. Okay. All right, lettuce. We got our salad bowls. You all right? Okie dokie. Okay, 3 lettuce bowls. Let's move this out of the way. This rice I know is gonna be so good. So good. All right, for the adults, 2 lettuce bowls. How about 2? Okay, ladies and gentlemen, let me put this pot back. All right, and we're gonna mix the salad, right? So the kiddies don't have to wait. Mama Bear stepped out, so I don't want to do everything right now. So that way, you know. So what I'm gonna do is I'm gonna put our salad on the side.
Jamie said my husband wants to fix oxtail soon. He's making shawarma now.
Nice. Okay, so lettuce for the big boys. All right, that should be enough for us. And then the rest for the kiddies. Okay. Our delicious Dijon dressing. All right, Dijon. Alrighty, give this a little toss. Beautiful. All good?
I thought you were trying to.
Oh, no.
I should just double check.
Delicious. All right, that's yours. All good? Okay, great. What was that, sir? Can you have a cucumber? That's $20, sir. The best cucumbers you ever have in your life. All right, I just came in. What you put in the salad? All right, Purple, let me hit you with the heat. All right, so in the salad, we have purple cabbage. We have dill, cilantro, iceberg lettuce, spinach, and yellow peppers. And what else?
You say cabbage?
Cabbage, yep. Cabbage, spinach, iceberg lettuce, sprouts. All right. You want to bring your bowl? Let me put some more salad for
You
you.
either put parsley or cilantro in there.
And I put cilantro and dill. All right. The dressing is a Dijon mustard dressing. Salad bowl, Emma.
Oh, that's right.
Right?
Mine?
Yeah. And that's it for the salad. Right? And then, of course, the sprouts, which I think I said. No mouth smacking, please. Thank you very much. All right. Okay.
Wow.
Are cucumbers in there? Yes, Christine. Cucumbers are in there. Thank you so much. Looks good. Appreciate that, Purple. Iceberg lettuce does not have any benefits. Did you know? Yes, brown sugar, I do know. And I'm okay with that. You know why? Because everything else has nutrients. You know what I mean? Like the sprouts, the spinach, the cucumbers, the cabbage, the peppers. You know what I mean? And the reason I am using iceberg lettuce is because of what I made previously. Right? Someone asked what kind of sprouts. Broccoli sprouts. So very nutritious, right? Very nutritious. But yeah, I made Vietnamese rice paper spring rolls, brown sugar a couple of days ago, and I had leftover iceberg because that's the best lettuce for that particular type of spring roll that I was making. So that's the only reason why I have that. Normally, I will buy red leaf lettuce, green leaf, I'll buy the really good stuff, arugula, things like that. You know what I mean?
Oh, yes, sir.
Yeah. All right, cucumbers in. I think I gave you guys too many cucumbers, Dad, but it's all right. It's because I love you.
I like the cucumber.
I know you do. All right, iceberg lettuce has water in it, and it's good. Yep, true that, Fry. Definitely has water, which is awesome, right? Hydrating, all that good stuff. So, we do what we do. What we do. All right. So, pinch of salt for the fresh lettuce mix. All right. A little bit more cracked pepper. Now, since the kids have their salad, we're gonna just serve them their food. No, we're not. We're gonna. It's all love. You know what I mean? We definitely have all love. No, nothing else going on. All right, we're keeping it all love. So let's serve the food for the kiddies. All right, positive energy, people. Positive energy. The world has too much going on already for us to focus on anything else but positive energy. You feel me? You feel me? Oh man, that dressing with this situation is so good. All right? It's so good. Yes, amen. Yes. What you making, Boston? All right, let me tell you what we're making.
By the way, Michelle Jefferson's in the heart. She's
Hi, Michelle.
She comes back a lot.
Yeah, thank you, Michelle. I appreciate you. How you doing? So, Boston, this is what we're doing. All right, happy Monday to you. Good evening. Did you make the dressing yourself? Purple, I did. Come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. I did. I made the dressing from scratch. Let me tell you what's in the dressing first. All right, well, no. First person asked what we're making. So, we made a delicious salad with cucumbers, cilantro, dill, iceberg lettuce, spinach, broccoli sprouts, purple cabbage, and yellow bell peppers, right? The dressing is a creamy Dijon dressing. All right, Marv, creamy Dijon dressing. Lots of herbs in here. All right, things like rosemary, parsley, thyme, chicory, tahini, Dijon mustard, apple cider vinegar, lemon juice, extra virgin olive oil. Real good stuff, right? Mix that up together right in the same container. And that's what gives us this delicious looking sauce dressing. All right. And then for dinner, let me show you what we have for dinner. We made a coconut rice and peas. All right, ladies and gentlemen, coconut rice and peas. Okay.
Hot pot. Woo!
Hot. Iceberg. Yes, Judy, we have iceberg in the lettuce in the mix as well. Yummy sauce, I will try. Oh yeah, brown sugar. That dressing is killer. Okay, rice and peas, coconut flavored. All right, coconut flavored rice and peas. Look at that. Look at this. Whoo! Diggity! Look at that. Look at that right there. Right? Look at that right there. So we have our coconut rice and peas. All right. We're serving up the kiddies right now. All right. We have fresh scallions in there. We have fresh cilantro stems, right? Looking all pretty. The rice is nice and loose. It's not overcooked. You know what I mean? The beans are done. Like, come on, man. Stop playing with me, man. Stop playing with me. Look at that. Boston, yes. Look how delicious this looks. And when I tell you flavorful, Boston, yes. I want to play too. Basmati rice. We did. You're actually, is it basmati? Yes,
Is it brown
it's
basmati?
brown. We do brown rice, and it's actually basmati rice. So great job, Jamie. All right, give me a plate. I got you, purple. I got you. That looks super. I appreciate that. Thank you so much. Tap the screen, ladies and gentlemen. Let's get these likes up if you're digging the food that I'm producing right now. Oh. Wow. All right, my daughter is melting because I'm dropping bars.
I'm past that.
And she's like, Daddy, stop.
I don't sound like that though.
Yeah, sometimes she says that. Let's see the main dish. I got you. So we're serving the rice, all right? Because I gotta get the kiddies. I have 3 hungry children, so I need to make sure that I serve them their food first, all right? So we have our delicious rice and peas, all right? Put the plate down, all right? Take this back to the stove. Put the lid on top of that, and then we're gonna go with our vegan oxtails. All right, vegan oxtails with gravy. We only do basmati. My husband isn't a brown rice kind of guy. No, but Jamie, but there is brown basmati as well. So both of you can win. You know what I mean? Because I never liked brown rice. Like I hated brown rice. But as I get older, I want to stay healthy. So brown rice is the best case scenario besides black rice or wild rice. So my meeting halfway was finding basmati rice, which is like one of my favorites. It's either I do basmati or jasmine rice. So, we have basmati brown rice. Yeah, so that's what I use, right? So basmati brown rice, and I go to the Indian store or the Asian supermarkets and I get it. So yeah, it's amazing, right? So let me get my spoon to serve up the kiddies. All right, let's go with the youngin first. All right, we got our delicious gravy we're gonna put over the rice. Oh snap! Look at that! Look at this gravy right here.
Kitchen smells so good.
Appreciate that, sweetheart. All right, with the carrots and everything on there. All right, then we're gonna go with 1 oxtail, 2 oxtail. We have to count this. You know what I'm saying? Because people will be bugging around these parts. Wait, vegan oxtail. Yes, Jamie. Come on, stop playing with me, Jamie. Stop playing with me. That's how we do. You know what I'm saying? We get busy. All right, 3 oxtails, maybe.
Lucky.
Ed, here you go, buddy.
Thank you, Dad.
Enjoy, sir. All right, everybody's getting 3 oxtails, and then you can come back for more later.
Me too.
All right, gravy on top of the rice. That looks delicious. Appreciate that, Purple. Yeah, the gravy is real nice and thick, which is beautiful. We got all the beans. All right, put that on there. We got our beautiful carrots as well.
That looks amazing.
Thank you so much, Elia. Or yours? That's okay. Give that to Elia. I got you, sweetheart. I'll give you some more rice. I see you eyeing the plate. Like, I'm so hungry. Fry, I got you. I love oxtail. Me too, Tara. Me too. What's for dessert? For dessert, we have a strawberry cake. All right, glazed, looking delicious. Looks so good. My mouth's watering. I love that. That's the idea, people. Right? We can make really good vegan food that tastes just as good as anything else. You know what I mean? Like, we're not missing no meals. Mac and cheese, oxtail, you name it. We make all of it, right? We make all of it. So gravy on top. We got the beans. All right. Look at that, looking delicious. All right, Ems. Here you go, sweetheart. You got it. So, let me show the people. Real quick what it looks like. Look at that. It's tasty, right? It's nice and glazed. Autocorrect is killing me. Hey, trust me, it does it to all of us, man. It's so annoying sometimes. Vitamin C, welcome to the fan club. Appreciate the love. Here you go, Emma. Take your food before I start eating it. All right. Fantabulous. Appreciate that, Pasha. Appreciate that. Autocorrect. Yeah. But no, I got you. I got you. So that's it. Like literally we're done. Food's done. Food's delicious. We're about to tear in. We're about to eat. You know, we're about to do what we do. Enjoy a deliciously made dinner. Vitamin C, what's up? Long time no see. It's all good. It's all good. Autocorrect be messing up everybody, man. You be trying to say one thing and it's like it has a mind of its own. I don't get it. But thank you so much, everybody. Thanks for joining. Thanks for the love. Thanks for the likes. Thanks for the hearts. Appreciate you. Remember, for anybody that needs assistance, hit me up. If you're grabbing a cookbook, you're getting extra perks for a free PDF download. So definitely check that out. And stay tuned for the spices launching real soon. All right. For those of you who didn't see, but we made an announcement. We're going to have these available in the shop real soon. Right. So these are just 2 out of the 4 I'm launching. I watch your live for 100 minutes. Yeah, Christine. Thank you so much. I appreciate the love. So we have Flavor Maker. We have our smoky salt. Right. And then we have the other 2 that we're working on, which is the New Orleans and the Chinatown. So Asian flavor profiles, you know, New Orleans flavor profiles, right? So that's what we're doing. These are the 4 first ones we're launching. I have about 12 spices in total that I create. So these are the first 4 and we're gonna launch them back to back. So once these get locked and loaded, I'm gonna launch the other 4 and then the other 4. All right, so stay tuned. It's gonna be fun. It's gonna be amazing. And yeah, that's just what it is. So in case, for those of you who just joined, I made Caribbean jerk oxtail, right, with a gravy. And then I made a delicious coconut rice and peas. And I also made a salad that has a creamy Dijon dressing. So those are the 3 things we did today. All right, tomorrow we're making something for dinner.
Birthday
of course,
dinner.
we're making a birthday dinner tomorrow. I don't know what it's gonna be. We're gonna figure it out. Maybe it's gonna be pho.
Really?
I don't know. It's gonna be something very cool tomorrow. We don't know what it is. Don't worry, Kai. I'm on between 5:30 and 5:45 Monday to Wednesday.
Save
so
that.
definitely make sure you hit me up. That's the time to catch me live, so you don't ever have to miss it. All right. Appreciate that. Appreciate that. Thank you so much, Vitamin C. Yeah, the food looks amazing. I know it tastes amazing. People are already sticking their fingers in the food.
Oh yeah, I already had an oxtail.
So there you go. So definitely join me. All right, every week, Monday to Wednesday, I'm on here. And if you want to go deeper, you want to go further into being more plant-based, I have an amazing community that I give really great resources to. Things like, you know, meal plan for the week, the grocery list for you to shop. You know, I make it really easy for you to be more plant-based. So definitely make sure you check that out. All right, send me a message and I will forward you all that good information. And for those of you who have been here before, thanks for joining me again. Welcome back. I'll see you tomorrow, same time, same place. All right. And yeah, let's have some fun. Peace.
I shall.
Thank you so much. I appreciate that. I enjoyed having you all here as well. Peace and love, ladies and gentlemen. Peace and love.